everything is. So what is going on with these two? Is this like an added section to spice up the dramatics that we don't have because Inko's a Pillsbury Doughboy? I personally like the idea that again, part of the idea was like Trish could always hate Anon because Anon was an outsider and the band was kind of working under his regard. But here Inko is also kind of a Pillsbury Doughboy, so it's a lot harder to just hate him and call him a big fat asshole and leave it at that. It is harder for Trish to create this mental image where she is right and he is wrong, you know. Sliding down the lockers onto the floor. Would it kill these characters to grab each other by the collar? Just anything. Come on. Give me some uppercase, capital, high, big letter screaming. Oh no, she's gonna cry? Fucking Trish! She's gonna start crying. Are you an autistic Are you an autist, Trish? I heard people say that Goodbye Vicuna High Trish might be an autistic because she's really into bugs, but I always got the impression that that one was into everything and she's more like ADHD than anything. I think I'm being pushed out of my own band. That's fucking weird. You're gonna sell the merch while you were, playing the music? Idiot. You're still playing the fucking music, man. I guess if you take on every responsibility and get pushed out of any of them, you'd eventually start to feel the pain. What, do you want me to stop helping? I can leave. I can just jump into a well and get Lassie to save me. Huh. What the fuck? Oh! Mike... Why am I getting pinged on this? What the fuck? In case you're wondering, someone's like sending me. Anyway, let's move on. I'm losing my goddamn mind. How has it only been 3 minutes? How's it only been 3 minutes? Feels like I've been here for 5 hours. When we stop helping, no, the show went amazing. We sold out great. It's just that I'm wrong, and I hate being wrong. And why doesn't she get mad? It feels like Trisha's generic response to painful situations is to get mad, and she only gets sad when she can't fight her way out of a problem. She can beat the shit out of Inko and solve the problem, is where I'm at. Right? She can still make this work, and work and go from there. Okay, well, for actual amateur hour. You got paid, you're a professional, regardless of how amateur you consider yourself to be. That's it, I'm out. That's such a weird thing to think, considering that the band has always just been you. Like, why do you think anyone's gonna replace anyone? Ever. You're like really rude. No, she was being racist. The whole different... and ableist. I might have forgotten to use the word, but she was being ableist. Or at least, just, again, extremely rude. Way beyond rude. An asshole, a jerk, a dick. You could always replace me as my... oh, he kind of already has. Well, they can always be communism! Everybody participate! Inko, you can't be communist, you're too rich! Ah, don't worry, I know all about the Bolsheviks. I mean, kind of. From Trisha's perspective, you have. Because you've changed things too much, and while they may have worked, God, I recently heard that, like, ChatGPT 5 is released, and everyone hates it because everyone is so used to, what was it, the 4.0 one? Just sucking their dicks, and they're like, I need someone to suck my penis! Just turn it back! You can't select your own model. They're changing their own model because it turns out that AI is so horribly unprofitable that they have to start fucking pinching every penny out of it. Just squeezing that rock for blood. Meanwhile, they're burning down the Amazon rainforest, as far as I can tell. That was a metaphor, you dumb fuck. They're not literally burning up the rainforest. Wood's a terrible resource for that kind of stuff. I guess Trump got his coal, because, you know, coal's a pretty good thing you just dig out of the ground and quickly throw in a furnace. I'd recommend making sure they get their policy over with them. Dude, you're commissioning them for some art once! What fucking working relationship are you gonna have long term? Jesus. Okay, promise me it won't hurt the band. I would like to point out that, again, a lot of this feels like stuff that is just... I don't know. I need some action in my life. I need a little spice. I don't want this fucking understanding adulting shit, man. I don't read stories for reasonable adults. That's boring. And we're gonna talk our problems out by just repeating everything that's already happened so far. Don't worry, Trish. I'm a good boy. The whole point of Wani Gator's that his good boy shit doesn't get him anywhere. It doesn't actually solve anything. That's the entire fucking point of the rain scene! And then they never follow up on it, so he still looks like a fucking idiot. God, I hate that part. As much as I didn't like that mod where Inko turns and starts being an asshole, he has a point. That there should be follow-through on Olivia. It's high school. Who fucking cares you cheated on a fucking contest? God damn. It's so weirdly fetishistic about high school in that regard. It's like this is the most important time of our life. Or as that one Family Guy thing goes, these problems, man. It's fucking high school. No one gives a shit. You're done with high school, you can go on. Like, it's fucking art world. No one checks your credentials. No one gives a shit. Oh no, I committed fraud on an art contest. Oh no! Like, someone's gonna put that in an article later down the line to mess with you, but no one cares. That's, of course, like, you don't even have to do that anyway. There are many other ways to have her pay her price. Paid for food, moving on. And then we immediately just repeat every single fucking thing to Fang, I guess. Oh my god, Inko, that's your allowance, not the profits. Just shy of $1,000 bucks. The problem is that's not divisible by 3, Inko. You should know. You should have padded it out so it's divisible by 3. You dumb fuck. Also, what bills are in there? Is that a stack of singles? Inko, those shirts were 30 bucks. Why did you take singles? There are $10 bills in existence for a reason. What is a $10 bill? I've only seen these, and he takes out a Benjamin. I thought this was the smallest bill. Inko, you should not know how much $1,000 is in terms of money because you're too rich. Like, you've never had your parents turn over a $100 bill and go, oh man, we can't make it this month. Also, Reed should probably have seen more money. This guy deals drugs. Like, I'm not saying he's ever had $1,000. I say that at the end of the week, when he sold all his merchandise, he has $1,000 and he has to buy new merchandise. Like, Reed knows how turnover works and how you gotta maintain money for your inventory and shit. Like, he's seen $1,000. Holy shit, we actually made money. But it's monkey money. Isn't it really weird that we had this whole scene about how ruining the band, about how Inko is muscling in, and then she's like, oh, we made money. It's so weird. It's like this should have been part of that scene somehow. This feels so fucking important. Why do we have a Trish scene? What's the flow? Am I surfing on a... I can't even think of anything. I'm so fucking tired of this. I kind of want to go and do Living Memories. Just switch to Living Memories, because Living Memories is so disastrously overwritten and just verbose in the dumbest possible ways. It cracks me the fuck up. It's everything I wanted. It's hammy. God, I can feel my heart attack just setting and thinking about it. And now we get a line break, I guess. rest of it without issue. Wow! Trisha slides you back to normal. That's also doing a bit better. Oh my god, can't you just fucking have this come up later, organically? Like, you don't have to mention this. Just move on. Get to the next scene. Explain things there. When Nasser shows up, you can have him come, I thought you looked okay. Again, it's really obsessed with the concept of the paperwork, that like the logistics, the ledger crap that no one wants to read about. Like, what are we montaging for? I'm just mad. That's the truth. Mad that I haven't written anything in a bit. I just can't stick to something. Like, I'm not even pointing out specific things like, I was willing to do about it. I'd be willing. Oh my god, it's the gardening club. Again, to some extent, I wonder if this writer just has too much shit going on, because the gardening club just keeps getting procrastinated. We had a few short meetings. See, that's the kind of stuff you should bring up before you get to this part, because it's relevant to the immediate situation, unlike the whole fucking, oh, what happened after Nasser? Mysteries! Letting the reader wonder? No, we're just gonna explain to you right away afterwards. You don't need to think about the plot, we'll just tell you what happens. And then when they later meet up, you already know what's up. So lame. Come on, let me have fun. Let me have a little space to think and feel. It's the anime night, coming up again. Like, unless the point is specifically that Inko is bad with meetings, where he's like constantly bringing it up and never doing it, like that's why you write like that, right? Because the point is that he... Whatever. Sunday I sat around in my empty apartment. Shouldn't you go to church, Mr. Pillsbury Doughboy? You gentle little soul. Speedrun analysis videos, listen. If you don't watch a speedrun analysis video on why getting into the LDF requires an insane boxy, I don't want to hear it. Fucking boxies. Oh, we gotta do a turret proxy jump. Blech! Shit madmen say. I mean, some songs are really only good in the second go, right? There are a lot of things where I felt like, especially with build mods, I really do feel that Duke Nukem is kind of hot garbage, and you only can appreciate it on the second go because it feels so mean-spirited otherwise. Like, you gotta get in there and get it taken care of first, and then you can enjoy it. It's not an acquired taste. It's like the way the design works is you just feel bad otherwise. You gotta get into the urban warfare mindset, and that's a hard pitch. No, or maybe you just don't have all that strict of a taste and you like old music. I like a lot, man! It's hard to miss. Unpleasantly toasty. What the fuck happened here? Oh, this is just like the week recap, I guess, for some reason. We're gonna do something they couldn't do in the game because making Inko without the jacket would have been too much to ask. I don't even know if that sprite exists. I don't think it does. The jacket stays on during sex. Bang and I were idling in music class because Mr. Jingo doesn't fucking exist anymore. Midterms, score. Aren't the midterms like before December? Where are we? We're in February, right? I don't even know. Score may not affect your overall grades. I mean, at that point, people have just already checked out. Don't tell them this. Why would you tell them this? Are they gonna sue you? Jesus Christ, you idiot. Shouldn't Spears know better? This is exactly what they want to hear. Oh, I'll just fucking slack off. It's not the finals. Who cares, right? Suspended just above failing. Like, honestly, you can probably sue Mr. Tsuki for actively sabotaging your academic career. When has he ever said this? This is so not Spears. Spears seems cognizant of the fact that some people just aren't good, or have difficulty or have talents elsewhere. This is so weird. This feels like a Naomi thing to say, right? Naomi would say this. And she'd get booed at, of course. Also, this makes Inko look like a fucking asshole for being like, I don't get to go to St. Am, and it's like, this is the best school there is. On paper. It's like... That was it. That was it? Who fucking cares? None of this is... Inko's academic career isn't up for debate. Even Anon never really talked about his finals. All that much. History, science, and math, and history. Everybody wants to help, because of course he does, because that's just how it works. We can do a study group. Well, you got this taken care of. Someone else can fill in for science, and then you can do music. How do you have time for this? You already got the garden club sucking up all your time. You've got the band to worry about, and now you're gonna do fucking study shit. For remember, a test that doesn't actually affect your grade. I always thought that midterms did. Which is why everyone made a big deal out of them. I guess I just don't know anything about America. Also, from Anon's impressions, we get from Anon's perspective, we got the impression that Mr. Jingo's class is very much about theoretical. So why would you need to play a song if it's got a theoretical angle to it like that? I'm just saying. They're gonna meet up. They got a study group. Clear and empty. Honestly, I'm a kind of... there's something I want to point out. I don't know what it is, but it's like you're cycling through every fucking member of the cast so much. It's a little tiring, a little lazy. Nothing pops. It's probably because I'm scrolling through it very quickly. At this point, if you want anything out of me, know that I just don't give a shit about this anymore. Now this is upsetting. Har har. Last unicorn? A large non-binary flag. So long you can wear it as a scarf. It's the room. Gotta admit though, it's a pretty straightforward description of the room actually, all things considered. Huh. Wasn't there a section that took... No, I'm thinking of the yesterday one. Where Fang took it down. The yesterday where they remember shit. Because again, I like mine a little weird. You wanna know... I think part of the problem is that Anon as a person has like this really flamboyant and energetic and funny personality. So you're always like kind of laughing, and there's always a certain energy to the scenes, there's a certain physicality to it. You're always kind of led along by the nose in terms of what's going to happen next. And you also know that there's like a problem, because Anon's like, oh, you're going to go to college or the army, and you're fucked either way. And I don't feel like there's any real stakes. Like, what exactly is going to happen to these people, really? Do I care about Anon Inko passing his grades? Not really. Like, Fang's got the band lined up, and that's going alright. It's kind of like, eh. What threats lie on the horizon? Just gotta play the piano. Turn on the piano, it's an electric. How did you not notice that, man? It's a fucking... It's those things are like plastic sheets. They're so light for what they are. Sloppy and stilted. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. All that money you spent on lessons, and I just let it waste away. How could this happen to me? Part of being a good comedian and telling good jokes is to be snappy and straightforward and punchy. You can't dawdle. Gotta keep that pace. Gotta not spend 8 paragraphs on useless bullshit. Discordant shotgun blast of notes. There you go. There's some fucking writing happening. My undexterous. Oh no, they're having kissy feelings. Just kiss already, man. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by, like, writing ideas. That's never good. Like, if I get inspiration, that's good. But if I'm like, man, how would I... Do I already have the tail wagging as a metronome thing pointed out? I prefer that if you take something like this, it's rough and awkward, is you write it out. You mention how Inko has to look at the keys, he has to remember where in the ladder he is, and then he plinks at it with one finger. It's not using his whole hand, he's not sitting comfortably, he's tensed up. Like, describe what it's like to be rough and awkward on the piano. It's easy to imagine. Imagine what you would do as someone who doesn't know how to play. And if you do know how to play, you know what you were like in the early on, you know, I'm just saying. Away there, teens. Jesus Christ, don't do this to Inko. He's a Pillsbury Doughboy! I know that makes him, like, unreasonably unhorny, but I could totally appreciate that he's just asexual. I could totally see Inko realizing, as he's with Olivia, as he's like, I'm asexual. And she's like, yeah, man, same. Do you have any idea how little things work down there? And he's like, man, sex is so stinky. It's so stinky, Olivia! It's so stinky! He whipped his head back and forth. Anyway, this is just like building up a little cute character moment. I don't give a shit, because I just don't see these two people sitting in a room and making sentences. I'm having weird little bubbles in my brain, and I can't make them work. What the song meant. That was beautiful. Give a kiss. Because you're terrified of the fact that she can say no once you say it. If you exist in the cloud and fog of uncertainty, you can forever pretend that you have not yet arrived, but if you say so, then the lighthouse must tell you! Have you crashed ashore, or is the ocean blue? Blah, 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 blah. Trying to kiss. But it's a shit kiss because the Snoot creates a weird leverage. I hate this so fucking much. Oh, it's Mom! It's like, after all this fucking shitting around and pissing the bed and taking forever and trudging through dry sand, you fucking put in a whiplash twist of, oh, the parents are there. Because it's a... No! Come on, man! You can't be this lackadaisical, laissez-faire approach to, like, oh, the scene goes with the scene goes, and then introduce, no, we're gonna cut this shit short. We gotta cut the bitch right down. I also don't like how Mrs. Aaron is involved with all this stuff. It always felt like that disconnect between Fang and her mother was important. Whatever, man. I'm done. I'm done. Get the fuck out of my house. How just extraordinarily nothing was that? That was just like catching up in the last chapter. I'm gonna throw up. At myself, actually, because like I said, I don't know what the fuck to do with my life. Like, I don't know if that piano scene was any good. I don't care. I don't really give a shit anymore. There's no spark. There's no spice. There's no pop. God. I think I'm gonna go look for something else to read. Like I said, might be fun to go to Living Memories and read something that I think has that magic spark of like, I fucking hate this so much. For all the right reasons, of course. That's the magic. That's the finger snapping magic. Man, I still can't believe Living Memories ended. I just never read up on the last parts. It's so dumb. It has Toho in it. Why is there a Toho in here? Is that a fucking Toho reference? I don't know. Ah. Fucking OCs. I can't believe they're smooching. Just kiss already. And they do, as far as I know. God, I'm so sick and tired. Like, family time travel yesterday is kind of... It's so weird, and I love it for how weird it is. Chapter 3, I think. It's also a lot snappier. Again, this man needs 10,000 words to say nothing at all. It's magical. It's also boring as all hell. I'm just tired. I'm so tired. This stuff is exhausting. People might say, you know what's really exhausting is playing something like Death Stranding. I'm like, no, man. Death Stranding gives me life and hope and energy and love. And its stupid bumfuck writing just makes me go, ah, yeah, baby! Yeah. You know, maybe I'll switch to a different one. What do I got lined up anyway? What's stuck in the lock, stock, and barrel, as it were? Where was I? I haven't posted a lot to the chat. Other than that, I just don't feel like talking, and I feel so ingy. I just want to enjoy something. I just want to play another fun mod or whatever, man. Just live life. I think I'm gonna pull Nothing Else Matters. I think I'm gonna go read that, and we're gonna see if I am just that kind of mad. What about Sugar and Cyanide? I forgot what Sugar and Cyanide is. Why isn't this on my read list? It should be on my read list. Is it on the second page? Why isn't this anywhere on my read list? What pairing was this even? Mia Moretti and Inko G. Nito. And Olivia Halford and Anonymous. Oh, I forgot the fucking matchup was goofy as hell. Like, that alone, right? Listen, I thought about writing Anon and Inko in the same room together, and one of the ideas that I really liked is that Inko and Olivia already paired up, and he was there like half a year or a year or so. And Anon shows up, and they're, you know, just create that bigger dynamic of like the relationship later down the line, so that the Wani Gator stuff is a bit exciting while Anon's new in position. I'm just saying, immediately throw a whole barrel of pepper in there, and a little spike of salt. A lot of this guy is 30 out of 35 chapters, which means that he already knows what he's gonna do. Updated last in July. 7th of July. Oh, there's gonna be sex? No. Explicit language. There's a sex swap. Because that's thematically good. I think I'm gonna go read that for a little bit. I wanna talk about Anon giving a big fat kiss. fucking kiss already, Anon! God!